Welcome to the Heart of a Viking. This channel offers elementary art lessons taught by Mrs. Minto from the Cape Henlopen School District in Delaware. I look forward to virtually creating with you. There are new lessons posted weekly. Subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss a single one. So go grab your art supplies and your thinking caps and let's begin. Hey first grade artists, do you remember the artist we were learning about last week? That's right, it's Salvador Dali, and we were focusing on his elephant paintings. And these elephants weren't any ordinary elephants. They had crazy long legs that resembled the legs of a daddy longleg or even a giraffe. So if you haven't already watched the elephant animation, that's the website's listed right there on your page right now. Go ahead and watch that. It's super interesting. I love it. I could watch it over and over and over again. All right, so let's get back into our art project. Okay, so go ahead and get your art project from last week. And if you haven't already completed it, go ahead and make sure that you complete the drawing itself. And today we're going to be adding color. Now, I am using a supply that I have at the HOV Art Room. If you don't have this exact supply at your house, just use whatever you have that you enjoy using the most. I'm using something called watercolor pencils. These pencils look like ordinary colored pencils, but there isn't pencil lead in them. Instead, it's dry paint. And what I'll have to do is I will color my entire picture just like I am using regular colored pencils. But then after I'm done coloring, I'm going to get one paintbrush and a little cup of water, and I'm going to paint each area that I colored. And what will happen is the colored areas will turn into painted areas. It's pretty amazing. So right now, I'm not doing anything special. I'm just coloring. I'm using my colored pencils exactly as I would use regular colored pencils. But I have to keep reminding myself that they are watercolor pencils. Eventually, this is going to be a painting, not a coloring. And again, if you don't have these at home, no big deal. You can use regular colored pencils, or you can use crayons or markers, or if you have watercolor paints, that would work just nicely as well. Whatever you want to use, as long as you're creating art, we'll both be happy. Okay, so let me advance a little bit further in mine, and I'll check back with you in a moment. Hey, did you happen to notice that I was using white and then black on my elephant? Aren't elephants supposed to be gray? Well, my watercolor pencils that I have at school don't have a gray. So I had to use my super smart art knowledge and know that white plus black equals gray. So that's why I had to use white and gray to work on my elephant. Okay, so notice that I'm working on my background now, and that the green grass goes all the way up to the horizon line. That's that line that we drew that separates the sky from the ground. Green grass all the way up. And the sky eventually will come all the way from the top edge of my paper down to that horizon line. Except I have some mountains in the way, so I'll just stop once I get to the mountains. So my job right now is just to continue working on coloring my background, and then next week when I post the next part of this lesson, I will be painting mine. If you already have yours completed, you can come back and watch the video and you can see how these pencils work, and then maybe you could add them to your wish list. I don't know if you have a wish list, but I do. And whenever I find something that I like, I just add it to my wish list and I save up some money and I buy it when I have some money saved up. So I'm going to keep coloring here, and then next week whenever we return, I'm going to be painting mine. All right, HOB artists, I will see you back here next week at the Heart of a Viking for the last part of our Salvador Dali elephant painting.